Good morning, class. As you come in, please go ahead and get out your spirals, and we're going to write down the LO for the day, the LO, the success criteria, and the DOL. Also, you're going to write on the top of your journal, on the top of the page, you're going to put the tick that we're learning for today. The tick that we're learning for today is going to be 9.2b, which is how you're going to learn how to analyze context to distinguish between the denotative and the connotative meaning of a word. I'll give you guys about 5 minutes to do so. All right, so I do see a lot of pencils down, so I'm going to go ahead and move on with the hot ticks of the week. All right, so these are our hot ticks of the week to prepare us for this month. Okay, so on your desk you will find our hot ticks of the week. So please review each tick to prepare for the lesson of the day. All right, so now here's your do now, okay? So your do now will go on the back of the page that you wrote your LO, your SSS criteria, your DOL, and your AV on. You're going to write on the back. The first step that you're going to do is you're going to define denotation and connotation. You're going to write the dictionary version on your paper, then write the definition in your own words and provide an example for each vocabulary words. I will give you about 7 minutes to do so. All right, looks like everybody is about done. So we're gonna go ahead and move forward. All right, so before we move forward, I do want to get your version of what denotation and connotation mean. I want to get the dictionary version from one person, and whoever I call on, I'm gonna ask you to pick a partner. The partner is gonna put it in their own words. All right, so can I get some volunteers before I pick a partner? All right, thank you so much, Joshua. What is the definition version of denotation? What did you get out of the dictionary? Absolutely correct. Absolutely. Can you go ahead and phone a partner for me and have them to put that in their own words? What you just said in your own words. All right. All right, Kiara, go ahead and go. Thank you so much. Okay. So we're going to skip the examples because we're going to go down the line and we're going to give examples as well. But I do want to see how you guys put out the dictionary version, and then what did you put in your own words? All right, so let's go into our mini lesson of the day. The mini lesson is to know what denotation and connotation is. Words and images in media text can work on more than one level, okay? You will come across the terms denotation and connotation throughout your course. They are important terms for you to understand. Also, you use denotation and connotation in the everyday life. All right, so good job, Joshua. Denotation is the literal dictionary meaning of a word. Okay. So here are some examples. Okay. A red rose is a flower. So if someone was to give you a red rose, you would just say, okay, that's just a red rose. That is its straightforward meaning or definition. Okay. Let's go into dive into fruit. An apple is a fruit we eat, which is just an apple, a fruit. Okay. A lamb is a young sheep. Okay. So those are the literal meanings of those images. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and move on to connotation. Okay. We went through denotation. Okay. So connotation is an extra meaning or feeling we attach to words because of the way they are used in our culture. Because we all have different backgrounds, connotation are not always the same for everybody. I did hear a little conversation earlier where I think Jose and it was Brittany. Thank you so much for reminding me. It was Jose and Brittany. They was going through connotation, which they was using beautiful. Okay, beautiful, and she asked Jose, "What is the connotation meaning in your culture?" He said bonita. They use bonita. And she was like, "Oh, if somebody was telling me bonita, then I would think that I don't know what they're saying. I would think I don't know." So that's what she was saying. So she was trying to confuse and stumbling her words. But I like the conversation that was going on and how they was giving each other the example of beautiful using the connotation version. Okay, so now what we're going to do is you're going to pull out your whiteboards and you're going to answer the questions below using the poem, There Will Come Soft Rains. Please use your ACE method. Remember, your ACE method is you're going to put answer the question, cite the evidence, explain your answer, okay? So it says, matter of fact, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You was reading. Thank you so much for cutting me off. Now, the 5 minutes is going to go ahead and start. You have 5 minutes to start. All right, looks like we're about done. Let's go ahead and go over the answer, okay? So I seen some great conversation and it was using your whiteboards. A lot of you was drawing at them, but it's okay. Okay. So it says, as it is used in line 4, the word tremulous means something that is characterized by. Okay. So let's go back to line 4. Okay. Go ahead and read line 4 for me as a class. Thank you so much. All right. So looking at the context clue that line 4 stated, was there anything connecting to anything with shaking? Can we put a question mark on it or can we already eliminate it? All right. Oh, thank you so much. You blurted out the answer. That's not what I was looking for, but I do appreciate it. Okay. So let's go ahead and move forward. We're going to go ahead and to think about a rose. So no flower is associated so much with love as the rose. These are all connotation and extra layers of meaning that the word carries to it. Did you know that different color connotate different things? Okay. A pink flower, gratitude. A yellow flower, that means friendship. And then the white rose. Can anybody guess the white rose? Purity, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. So we have learned a little bit about denotation and connotation in all in one. So now we're going to put it to use. We're going to think about the apple as well. So just go ahead and scan the screen and think about an apple. Look at that as fruit. Teachers associated with apples as well. That was an odd moment. Yes, New York, New York, New York. I hear it. Adam and Eve. All right. So we also did the lamb. So I'm just going to skim through this real quickly. Okay. You guys can read it by yourself. Take a couple minutes. Now we're going to put it to use again. Okay. So you're going to use your whiteboard to answer the question below using a story. The house on Mango Street. Please use your ACE method to answer the question. In paragraph 3, the word vacate means, okay? Let's think about vacate. We're going to do this all together, and then, but I also want you to do it on your whiteboard, okay? Once you finish on your whiteboard, then we're going to come together as a class, and we're going to go over. Your 3 minutes starts now. This is pretty easy. This is pretty easy. All right, and your time is up, okay? So if we're using context clues and we're using our brains and we're using all the knowledge that Ms. Gowans have taught you throughout this semester, okay, what words can we already eliminate that does not go with the word vacate? Elijah, can you help me out a little bit? Thank you so much. We can eliminate lease and rent. Thank you so much. Okay. So when we're putting a question mark on modify and abandon, okay? Abandon. Sorry. Modify, you're making what? Changes. Thank you so much. So we can already cross that out because if we're vacating something, we're not doing what? Changing anything. The other word that is the connotation version of vacate is going to be what? Abandon. Thank you so much. All right. So we do have some things, some exercises. It said a dog is named Killer. What do you think this dog will look like based on his name? Ah, you guys got it. Actually, like a little chihuahua. Okay. Now let's go to this one. Okay. This dog is named. No, 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 no. Oh, that's so funny. Sweetie Pie. You actually got it right. Okay. Little sweetheart. Little cutesy, things of that nature. So, but this is the connotation version of the words, okay? This is going to be our last and final check it for understanding, okay? You're going to use a sticky note on the desk to answer the question below using the story Homeless in America, the unseen community. Please be sure to use the ACE method, okay? What does stoic means? All right. Now, we have learned the denotation and connotation version of words, okay? So, let's go back, okay? So look on your paper and let's go back to the LO, okay? Let's go back, okay? And let's read it. What did we learn, okay? You was able to explain the difference between connotation and denotation. You was able to identify and explain connotation in a text. And then you was able to appreciate and explain why the author chooses the use of connotation in certain way in the text. Okay, so that is where we learned, and we also did a DOL by demonstrating your learning by explaining and providing examples of denotation and connotation throughout our lesson. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.